Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the week of January 25th through 29th. Um, Let me just explain a little bit how this week's going to go. It's going to be a little bit different for students who are on campus versus students who are not. In my in-person classes, we are currently working on printmaking, doing linoleum cuts. So those of you who are in my class, you are going to handle everything that you have to do in person this week. You're not going to necessarily have the exact same assignments for students that are online or students who miss. So if you are an in-person student and you miss my class this week, you are still responsible for these assignments, whether you come to my class or you don't. So make sure if I don't see you in class, these are your assignments you have to make up. You're not going to be able to make them up in class, or if you come back next week, yes, you'll be working with us in class on those assignments, but you're still going to be responsible for the assignments last week, just because so much of what we're doing is process-based in class. But anyway, let me get to you folks who are online. Let me go ahead and put me at the bottom of the screen. So, first of all, obviously, this is this to watch. Also, secondly, let me go back here, I put up just your project, your Murakami skate deck, which last week you had the worksheet that you had to do that had all of the that you showing your blueprint of what you were going to do for your skate deck. If you haven't turned that in, you need to turn that in because that was a daily assignment from last week. Secondly, this is what I'm wanting. This student decided that his skate deck looked like a big old juicy cheeseburger. So those are due this Friday. That is a major grade. So please make sure you do that. And we already have one major grade in the books, and we'll have a second one. This will be our second one, so make sure you guys do that. Then for Wednesday, I just have this very simple worksheet that I want you guys to do. Here's a video I'd like for you to watch in the handout just on the design element texture. But this is the worksheet you're responsible for. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just read what it says and you put it in the box there. Now, as always, if you can't print this out, that's okay. I'm not expecting you to have a printer to do my class. If it's a notebook piece of paper, if it's a piece of printer paper, you need to copy these and just label them so that you're doing the exact same thing, and it needs to take up an entire sheet of paper. I don't want this to take up this much space on a sheet of paper. It needs to take up the full sheet. I need to show that you gave me some effort. That's the one problem I've been having with some people, is they're not giving me as much effort as I think they should. That would justify a good grade or the time on an assignment that would take. I have students in class for almost 4 hours a week when I see them twice a week. So I know what 4 hours of work should look like. And if I'm not getting that 4 hours worth of work, and I'm not saying it has to be 4, because sometimes the students have some downtime, they finish. But when it looks like it's 5 minutes of work, that's not 4 hours worth of work. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Then our next assignment for this week, those are the only two things that are due on Friday. I gotta go all the way down here. Oops. Yep, too far. Your two things are due is the Takashi Murakami skate deck and that worksheet. But for Thursday, I went ahead and gave you this little, this is due the following Friday. This is just a daily grade, but I'm giving you a little bit more time because you do have a project this week. I want you to go through this this little slideshow I made of just comparing these two different sculptures. One's a Renaissance sculpture and one's a modern sculpture. And down here is a worksheet, and it's a lot. I mean, it's basically making you give a formal analysis and some differences between these. But I need to know that you guys are paying attention, and also that art history is part of our curriculum here in art. And so I want to see what you think about them, what you see some similarities, differences. Just read through, like, what do you see? That's the formal analysis. The first question is going to ask you for each of those sculptures, and that's literally, what do you see? I see a statue that's carved from some stone. Tell me exactly what you see. It's a man who's semi-muscular, who looks like he's doing something. Okay, and also I give you all the information right here that you need to put in here too. So you need to fill that out, and then who do you think the second is first emotional impressions? What does he make you feel when you're looking at that especially the David by Bernini? Does he look intimidating? Does he look frustrated? Does he look determined? That's what I mean by what do you feel when you see him? What emotions does he make you feel that like, oh man, this guy's crazy? Okay. Who do you think the intended audience of this piece was? You can do some research if you want, or you can just say, I think it was for blank. And what do you think the artist is trying to communicate? These are some tough questions, don't get me wrong. Good morning. I know they're not easy, but they're questions that I believe that we need to start thinking critically about art, and it can help us in other areas such as our English classes or literature classes and our science classes that help us think a little bit outside the box. And then then it does the same thing for the second sculpture, and then it goes on to just ask what are some commonalities, what are some similarities, and what are some differences. Okay. Same thing with this. I don't expect you to have a printer, but you can write all these things on a piece of notebook paper and turn them in, or you can do it all in the text field box in the text entry. So there's no excuse not to be able to get those done, regardless of if you can print them out or not. So those are what you're to do for your assignments this week. If there's any questions, as always, please email me. Please contact me. I'm here for you guys. I still have my conference times. I only had one hiccup where I had to take half a day Friday where I missed a student who was trying to get in touch with me. Other than that, no one showed up to any of my Zoom conference times. So if you do have questions, because I have a lot of holes in my grades, we have progress reports coming out this week. And so if you didn't get grades in, you can still get those in. But I have a new policy. Before, I kept the Canvas courses open pretty much always. But then I was missing assignments because hey, I turned that in, I did this, and I'm finding out about it the day before grades are due. And so I don't know. I have to comb through all those grades and find the people that may have resubmitted or did something. So what my policy is now is it's due on every Friday. You have assignments due. Then you have 1 week extra to turn those in. That Canvas course will be open. After that week, you have to email me the assignment. I'm not going to count off still, but it lets me know, hey, I got something from you. When you send that assignment, please, 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 I ask you, in the subject field, at the subject of your email, like when you're sending me whatever, say you're sending me the skate deck link, okay, you need to put late assignment, skateboard deck. So I know what grade this is going to, okay? And it also shows me when you turned it in, proof of when you turned it in, and that way too I get email notifications on my phone. So as soon as oh shoot, I need to go grade so-and-so's project, okay? I'm not going to count off for it. I haven't been all semester, unless this just becomes a habitual problem and no one's turning anything in, or everyone's just turning in everything late. Then I'll have to start counting off. But to this point, I'm just excited to get work. So if you have any questions, like I said, please contact me, and I'll talk to you guys soon.